A lot of you guys have requested more meal prep videos, and right now my kitchen is a complete disaster because we're doing some renovation projects, which may be going on right now in the background. But I thought it would be a good opportunity to do some no-cook recipes, some really healthy, budget-friendly recipes that you don't even have to cook. One of the barriers for people to eat healthy are that they don't have a way to cook healthy meals. So these are some suggestions for people who maybe don't have access to being able to cook a whole lot of meals. They're also just really easy and healthy, and because they're not hot foods, they're great to eat during the summer. My husband's getting ready to go to the grocery store for me, and then we are going to go to the park and prepare all of these meals. First, my husband went to our local Asian market to pick up some paper for the summer roll recipe. Then he went to our local market because they definitely have the best prices for produce. We are going to be using these strawberries in our breakfast recipe. We're going to be making some overnight oats. We are also going to be making an avocado salad, and our baby is starting to eat foods now, and avocados is one of our very favorite baby foods. I have everything set up on this picnic table at the park, and I'm getting ready to start cooking all of these meals. We ended up spending around $30 for everything, and all of this food should feed my family of 5, one of those being a baby, so baby doesn't really count, for about 5 days. I think that's how long this stuff will last us. That doesn't include any of these seasonings, which I already had on hand. The first thing I'm going to make are summer rolls. I'm just going to slice up some peppers, all different colors, and just a bunch of other fresh vegetables to put inside my rice paper. Next, I'm going to cut up this cucumber. I prefer to peel my cucumber, but you definitely don't have to. That's optional. And then we're just going to slice these up pretty thin also. Next, I'm going to slice up a red onion. Red onions are the type of onion that you generally use in recipes where you're not going to cook the onion, but rather eat it raw. Next, I'm going to slice up this carrot. I'm just shaving the outside off of the carrot to kind of peel it. And then carrots are pretty firm, so you're going to want to cut this as thin as you possibly can. You could also buy a bag of shredded carrots, but these whole carrots are a lot less expensive. And then some green onions. We already have onions in there, so this is kind of optional, but I really like green onions. And then some lettuce. Any type of lettuce is fine. This is romaine, but you can just use whatever you prefer, whatever's on sale. And then, nope, just kidding. No baby toes for this recipe. Next, we're going to get the rice paper ready, and you are going to want to soak this in some water for about 20 seconds. If you do it for too long, it's going to get too sticky and it will end up sticking to your table or whatever surface you're going to be rolling the wraps on. And then we're just going to load up the wrap with all of our veggies. You'll just want to be careful not to overfill it or it'll rip the paper when you go to roll it up. Now, rolling these up is a skill that just takes time to acquire, and I'm not very good at it either. So you just have to keep practicing and it'll get easier the more you practice. Now we're going to make the peanut sauce. I am going to link a recipe down below. I'm not really one to follow recipes exactly or measure things out, so you can just follow it however you want. But the recipe that I used as an inspiration for this dressing is down below. Now I use these soy sauce packets just because I had them left over from when my parents took my kids out to eat and they brought them home. So I was just making use of some leftover soy sauce packages. I also used honey in this recipe. Honey is not really considered vegan by most people, so if you want, you can replace the honey with either maple syrup or agave or some other type of sweetener. And then I'm just using half of a lime for this recipe, and I'm going to be saving the other half for our next recipe. And then I'm going to add a little bit of water and put a lid on this and shake it up. It ended up being too thick because I hadn't put enough water in it, so I put more water in there and then shook it up again. I like my peanut sauce pretty thick, but still thin enough to pour, but you can actually add quite a bit of water to this and thin it out quite a bit. So it's just however you like it. So I'm kind of pouring this over because it looks pretty for the video, but in real life, I dip it in the sauce. And then I'm going to be adding some everything bagel seasoning to the top. And then aren't these so pretty? Oh boy, that is just the perfect size to be inappropriate. Good job. Obviously, you got it in your hat. Wait, look. You got peanut sauce in your hat.
How?
When you bent your head down. Is it good? Next, we are going to start cutting up all of the produce for the avocado salad. This time I'm going to dice the peppers instead of slicing them. You can use whatever color of peppers that you want. I'm just using a variety of colors to make the salad look prettier. And then again, I'm going to peel the cucumber, and I ended up cutting up 3 cucumbers to use in my big batch of avocado salad.
Look at that cute baby. You look so cute.
1 diced red onion, and the amount that I'm making is going to last our family for about 5 days, I think. Now I'm dicing up tomato. I ended up using 2. And now cutting the avocado. This one ended up having a bad spot, so I just cut off the bad part and used what was good. I like to cut my avocado while the peeling's still on it and then just squeeze it to get all the stuff out. This avocado ended up being perfect. I ended up using 4 avocados. And then 1 can of drained and rinsed black beans and 1.5 limes. Now for the seasoning, I used some garlic powder, salt, black pepper, all of this just to taste, however much you like. And then we're going to be giving baby some mashed avocado. And just stir it up real good. I'm going to be putting the avocado salad into these pitas, but you could also use it a variety of different ways. You could just make sandwiches on regular sandwich bread, or maybe put it in a wrap. The salad is creamy enough that it doesn't even need any other type of condiments on the pitas because it's just perfect the way it is. And it decided to start raining, which it always does in Florida. So we are going to be making our overnight oats inside. And I just sliced up some strawberries and mashed half of a banana. And about half a cup of oats. Again, I don't really measure, but approximately half a cup of oats. A little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of salt. This is optional. And about 1 cup of almond milk. If you're really trying to save money, you could also just use water or half and half. And then just shake it up really good. Stick it in the refrigerator overnight, and then you will have breakfast ready to go the next morning.